Workhorse.
This game was made on Game Maker.
It shows.
Damn, that's crazy.
What's up, installers?
I'm gonna.
This is Ariel's
gonna
legacy.
die.
Ariel started calling
gonna
you
die.
guys installers our viewers.
Ariel's installing right
Ariel
now.
is installing. That kind of sounds like a thing for drugs, I feel.
Well, obviously not drugs, because I mean I'm installing, in the fighting game sense.
You know what makes me wish I was on drugs? Rabbit and Steel, the topic of today's podcast.
All right. This is okay. Listen. Okay. So we're talking about Rabbit Seal. This is episode 3. Mm-hmm. God, I feel like it's crazy. We've only done 3 episodes because I feel like we've had a lot of. I don't know. I guess we've talked about this podcast a lot, especially with our audio problems.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is episode 3, and look, we have foam.
We have foam.
But not everywhere.
And we have
just,
foam
not
there,
ev-
too.
just somewhere.
It's okay. We have this one and then the other wall.
The one that you can't see, because we're not. If we turn this, we're never getting it back.
Oh
like
yeah,
this
no,
ever
we're never
again.
getting this problem. And I am in a different position. I don't like it because it's like showcasing my fat more. I feel, but it's fine. I feel whatever.
Yeah, just sit up straight. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Can you tell I really don't want to talk about Rabbit and Steel? I'm really okay.
Like the faster we talk about, the faster we can move on.
So, like we've always done, the person who's more familiar with the game will start general thoughts, and then number rating, probably. So, Ariel, take it away. I really hope that's not anything with the recording.
Does it pick up in the thing?
You're the ones that look at it, does it?
I don't know.
That's a good point. We are looking at it.
I don't look at it.
I haven't noticed. So we'll see.
Let's cut this.
No, we won't. Anyway,
Great introduction.
no, I don't think it doesn't matter. I don't want to talk about Rabbit Steel. I gotta be honest. Partly because we had an impromptu podcast talking about this game last week,
And we didn't record video.
No, we did.
We recorded the gameplay, just not us.
True. Yeah. We recorded the gameplay, but not us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of rehashing for us, but whatever. We're going to have to recount. Anyways, Ariel, you are our most familiar with this game. You like this game. You recommended it. Thoughts?
Oh, this game's great. I love this game. I love the art style. I love the gameplay. Those are the two things ever. Yeah, no, it really felt like I was getting better at the game, like playing it through all the time I played it.
And you like this feeling?
Yeah, as conquering stuff. Took me about. I like the way I started this game is I unlocked hard mode through the demo, and I just kept doing hard mode Dark House until I got it. And after a month, I beat it. I beat the first area boss, and then I felt pretty good. And I just kept playing. Great game. 9 out of 10.
That is our resident Rabbit and Steel lover, with a very generous score. Kenji,
very reflective.
Let's hear your thoughts on this subject, sir.
Where the fuck do I start with this game? Okay.
Let's start just generally how you feel about this game. We can get into specifics later like we always do.
I felt the game was very underwhelming.
In what way?
In almost every way.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I kind of agree, but go ahead.
So I don't actively dislike the art style. I know we discussed earlier with you.
I know, but
I don't like it either. The gameplay I felt was too. I don't want to say simple because there is I guess a lot of stuff you could do with the builds in theory. But in terms of what I'm doing with my hands, I felt like I wasn't doing anything too interesting. I didn't find the game nearly as rewarding as Ariel. That's my biggest problem with the game was I didn't feel like I was ever accomplishing anything. I guess to disclose early, I did have to turn down the difficulty to easy, which made the accomplishment part of the game even worse. But did help with some of my TTK problems. I guess that's one thing before we get into like our big discussion.
Yeah.
And another big problem I have with the game is that time to kill. I find
Seemed a lot.
Yeah. Which
lot.
I get the idea is that you're fighting like raid bosses back to back, but I feel like for a game where you're starting from the beginning, it just makes it like really tedious, really fast. I guess, and I have no comment on the story because I legit have no idea what's going on. If I were to give this game a number rating, I don't want to be too mean because it is a one-person, or according to Ariel, it's a one-person.
I'm pretty sure it's just me, no dev. Yeah.
I am giving it.
Anything that says it's actually
This is why are you thinking so hard?
I legit I do feel bad for getting it because it is a one-person team.
Yeah.
And this is a game I feel like recommended to me specifically is Sent to Die. Also, even the ideal version of this game.
Yeah.
I would give this game a 2 out of 10.
times 4. That's crazy.
Times -4.
That you
whatever Ariel says, if it's a positive number, just
Negative.
He actually means negative.
Yeah, actually means negative.
I'm giving it a 2 and not a 1 because
Is it because you can understand the work and effort?
No, the game was functional.
I see.
I didn't run into any technical issues, which I cannot say for the last 2 games we've played.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, true
I would
enough.
say that is
True
pretty
enough. Good. Okay, so that's Kenji's thoughts. My thoughts, I don't particularly care about being mean. People make stuff all the time, and sometimes it's bad. Kind of like what we do. We just put out bullshit out, and I think it's okay to really, acknowledge that. With that being said, I'm going to start off with my number. It's very much a 0 out of 10 for me.
That's crazy.
Okay. All right, you can multiply that how many times you want.
Plus
it's
4?
Not a 0.
Multiply.
It's not a 0. It's a 1 for me. My biggest problem with this game, and I think we can go into the general discussion after, or off of my stuff, is really just presentation. My biggest problem with it is nothing looks interesting to me. And I know that's very much like a subjective thing. So I guess, again, full disclosure, the ratings we give are all just personal feelings.
Yeah, this is like rating if I were to recommend a clone of myself with my same experiences.
It's not like, whether or not this game is good or bad. I don't think we have ever said that for any of our episodes. It's always just been like, personally, I think this game sucks.
So you're adding a 2 plus a 1 plus a 9, which makes it a 12.
I'm adding times 0.
What did you do to my clone?
On every number that you say, it's a times 0. Listen, it's just not for me. I don't like the rabbits. I don't like the art style. I don't like the music. I don't like the enemies. I don't like the abilities. I don't like the items. I don't like the way the items progress. I don't like any of it. Personally, I thought I would like this game because Ariel's like, hey, it's raids. I like raids. I've raided a bit in World of Warcraft. We didn't really do like raiding in Final Fantasy 14, but we did try that one like wind thing. Remember?
Yeah. Not any complex.
It was like proper raid. We were over geared and we were able to duo it, which is like
we did.
It's whatever.
Not any like the end game.
No.
Like we just did like the progression, which is like.
Oh yeah, we also did the progression stuff.
The progression raids, which are like
it's made to be beaten.
Yeah, like
it's
simple, like if a person like a 10-year-old played through the game and gone into a random pug,
Oh, we're here already.
We're here. Go.
I'm just putting it out there so they're not just staring at us the whole time.
But this is a podcast. Well, anyway, no, go back to us. Go back to us for now because I'm still. Well, they're saying, oh yeah, for me, listen. I like raids. I do like raids. I like raids in MMOs. I have raided in World of Warcraft, a little bit in Final Fantasy, nothing super serious. I think nothing super serious in World of Warcraft either. But the biggest pull for raiding for me is rewards. And I felt 0 rewards in this game. There's nothing to gain there's no permanent kind of progression. There's no cool stuff that you can make your character look cooler. I don't think even if there was any kind of cosmetics that I thought looked cool, I don't think I would have liked them anyways because I don't like the rabbits.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
So, like I said, I understand a lot of my things are like subjective, right? Some people might like the way this looks. I know you do. I know you really like the music. I personally don't. Yeah, raids. Oh yeah, so I like raids. I've done raids in a lot of games, Destiny, stuff like that. I like cooperation as well as the rewards. I like the cooperation and the working together towards something. Even the Call of Duty raids that me, Kenji, and other people have done together is fun to me, even though it's not like a traditional raid. I like the teamwork that is required. That is partly, or my issue with that is partly because we did play solo for the most part. We played a little bit of the multiplayer, and I told you I had fun. I had more fun doing that, but when you were shot calling.
Yeah. Ariel's
a bad shot caller.
I am a bad shot caller.
It's fine, but I had fun. If there was something to keep me interested in this game, I could easily imagine us playing this game, like even just you and I. Maybe Kenji, this is not a game for Kenji, but I could see you and I, if there was something to keep me playing this game, spending like an evening, like theory crafting or like talking about positioning or talking about blah blah blah. Like we did that during Final Fantasy when we were getting the stupid wind horse. You remember?
Yeah.
Like that was kind of fun. I had a lot of fun with that. But just so far, or throughout my entire playthrough, nothing kept me interested. There was nothing about it that was keeping me interested. Just a personal thing.
Yeah.
So it is. I can admit some of it is skill issue. Like my frustrations with the game, it was because I was dying a lot, and then I was forced to start again, and then every time I had to start again, and I know it's a roguelike or roguelike, but it's like I die and I go, I don't want to touch this for the next 24 hours because I have to see the stupid creatures on screen again.
That's crazy. I will say.
Anyways, I said it was a 1 out of 10. Yeah, so let's talk about it, boys.
So I think. I don't know if it'd been better time, but I think you would have, like, if we played it like the multiplayer more. I think we probably could have gotten in like a normal mode clear.
Oh wait, hold on. I guess I should say. So Kenji beat it on easy mode or cleared a run on easy. I did not finish a single clear. I tried to do it on normal. Again, skill issue. I understand that on my part. I have an issue with the readability of the game, but we can talk about that later. I did get to the final boss, final phase, and then I died, and then I said, no more. So, there's that. So, yeah, you said we could have gotten a multiplayer normal run.
Yeah, I just felt like at the time, I felt like y'all were done, and like you didn't want to play anymore. It's like,
yeah, I feel like
I didn't want to like just keep, forcing it. So
I can maybe admit if we did multiplayer stuff first in the beginning, I might have been hooked enough, I think. Actually, I don't know. It's hard to say because, again, nothing about this game appeals to me.
Well, one thing that so I don't really have any experience with MMO style raids. Like you mentioned COD. The closest thing for me would be like Phantasy Star Online, but that game, everyone is just DPS.
Every unga bunga.
Yeah,
enemy.
and I was underleveled for the raids I was doing that game, so I was literally told to sit in the corner. So I just stopped taking all of the dives.
Feed.
Yeah. But those games are at least like, or that game was at least a spectacle enough that I was still like just pleased at seeing people play the game better than me.
There was cool shit happening on screen.
Yeah. But my question is, isn't part of the satisfaction of a raid is building your character to be ready for the raid?
To some people, this is very much a game where someone really only likes raiding, and this skips to that part. So you don't have to, because to some people, I do like the grind of building a character from zero and getting up to that level of raiding. Some people don't. I think this is very much, the guy who made this, I'm assuming,
I'm
does not like that.
I don't know.
I'm just assuming, and this is definitely for people
I-
that want to skip to the right.
I wouldn't say one way or another. I think he just saw the potential of a game of just that and elaborating on other parts. Because for like games like Final Fantasy and WoW,
See,
you would say that strict positioning wise, because like how latency and stuff work, they can't really get super like you can't really get like super accurate little things. If you get what I'm saying.
I am hesitant for you to bring up like WoW and Final Fantasy
Yeah.
stuff because
Yeah, I won't say WoW. I'll say FF.
well, even FF because there's roles for like there's healers like you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
make
'cause it's-
mistakes
yeah, no, yeah,
and you know
it's
it's
different.
not as unforgiving. I think obviously I haven't done any like super hard like Savage rating in Final Fantasy or like Mythic rating. I think in World of Warcraft, although I think World of Warcraft is like considered pretty brain dead, all things considered. But yeah, I don't know. That's part of my issue with this game is just that it seems very unforgiving, which some people like. I don't mind, I guess. I wanted to touch on because this isn't just. You can go ahead because I was about to move on to like something I want to talk about.
I would like,
Beyond rating.
I would normally like that the game is very,
Hard
yeah,
or
but
unforgiving.
or see that's the thing. Not that's very hard, but not necessarily unforgiving.
Okay, what's the difference? I actually don't know.
So
'cause I used
hard
the-
means that you have to start over a lot. Unforgiving is starting over is miserable.
I found is miserable.
That was my problem with the game, was that the early stages are not interesting at all, but you have to do them every time.
Yeah, it's a roguelike.
So I get that part.
Yeah.
So like I get that's part of formula, but I feel like you should have just started with the hard shit off the bat. Because at least if I die on
I
the
see
first
what you
screen all
mean.
the time,
Yeah.
it's at least like something interesting happening on that first
But you
screen.
gotta like brain dead the first few.
Yeah.
I think.
I
Well,
see.
Like maybe have a super brain dead one that does escalate slow, that like a first area, I guess. That's like would serve as like the tutorial area.
And then you never have to do it again.
And then yeah.
Gotcha. Yes, Ariel?
I don't know. At least speaking personally, I got to the point where I guess comfortable enough with my character and with like rotations and everything, where I guess I never like. I guess after a bit, I never saw it as an issue since I completed it like fast enough to where I didn't really need to like I didn't think much of it at that point. And then I guess also personally the seeing the chests and seeing what I get off of like the first initial run like things to see like what I can build excited me. It's like, oh, I got this thing, I can go for this type of build. It's like, oh, I got this item, I can go for this type of build. Oh, I didn't get anything good, I don't want to keep playing, I'll just reset.
So that's something that was a problem for me, was that I never felt like anything I did off of the builds ever changed anything, at least like early game on normal. And on easy mode, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you do see some of you like
Or in the games that I play that have builds like
There's like an immediate noticeable.
yeah, like in something like
Effect.
Strangers of Paradise, which has like
Items and
equipment
stuff like that.
builds.
Yeah.
You can go from like taking like 10 hits to kill something from like
Yeah.
taking like 5 hits to kill something. If it was like that drastic of a change, then it would feel rewarding to me.
Yeah.
But something so gradual as this, as like after like X amount of seconds, my brain just stops calculating what's happening, and it's just like, oh, this is taking way too long. I'm probably doing something wrong, but I don't know what it is anymore.
Yeah,
I think
I will say, yeah, it is gradual. Like
I would also say I think the time to kill is intentional because you have to focus on the mechanics
yeah,
of the fight. Like you can, I don't know. In my most successful run, it is very like I had to stop attacking. Like I had to like rewire my brain to stop attacking and just focus on dodging all the bullshit on the screen. I want to say my most successful run. I had the opposite thing. Like I kind of had the same opinion as you, where the builds didn't really matter until my most successful run, where I felt I got lucky with the items. Like I had a. Would you say movement speed is really good in this game?
To a certain.
Well, it doesn't matter
point.
anyway. My most successful run was I had a lot of items where I had a lot of like when you use the ability, you get like a moderate boost in speed, and I had a few like passive like slightly increased speed, and then that made me like dodge a lot of things, and the things that I was not dodging before, I was able to dodge now. And I guess another issue I had with this game is none of the characters are unique enough to me. I'm hitting
visually or gameplay wise.
both. Visually, I think they look different, but gameplay wise, I play Druid and Dancer. I played Dancer like later after we played this multiplayer. I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll just do this. And I know you said Dancer is considered pretty good.
Yeah, it's. I was playing a bit earlier. It's very good.
So, my most successful one, I switched to Dancer, and I felt zero difference to how I was playing Druid. My brain was just X and square. I was hit circle. I would triangle occasionally. And none of that mattered because I was just hitting buttons and avoid, like I was brain dead hitting the buttons when they would come up. I had zero thought, no thoughts, just hit button, and I was moving fast enough to avoid the shit on the screen. And I felt like I could have done the same if I was a Druid. There was a zero difference in how I played Druid and how I played Dancer.
Yeah, I guess if your like goal is to avoid dying, you could say that. But
what the fuck are you supposed to do if you're not trying to avoid dying?
Kill them faster.
Is there like an in-game reward for that, or?
There are some achievements. Generally.
Oh boy, Steam achievements.
Steam achievements, yeah. Like they do unlock like different items and stuff. So like, also
they unlock items like in the store.
In that drop. Like those item sets that drop.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That is like I forgot to mention, like when you're talking about long form progression, that is you unlock more item sets, you unlock characters and stuff, but yeah, like the Druid rotation and the Dancer rotation is different. I'll say Dancer is like pretty easy. You just press 1, press 2, 3
when it's up.
Yeah, 3 when it's up, and then pretty much Warcry whenever, unless you're saving it to avoid something.
Yeah.
Druid, you gotta press your 2 to have it out. Press your 3 when it's out, and then just like press. Like there.
I thought I would like Druid. Well, because one, I like Druids for the most part in every video game I play. Shout out to OG Mathaler. That was a World of Warcraft Night Elf Druid. And I like Druids. I like Druids everywhere. We can go to my gameplay whenever, but it was fun, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the idea is because I will say like the everything is simple. Like at least for the skill wise, it is simple. That's like
it's just avoid shit and hit your buttons.
Yeah, but the idea is to do it like optimally. Like in normal, that doesn't really matter because there's no DPS check. In the other, at least there is certain. You got to kill things fast enough because at certain points they do like have these big wide attacks.
Well, while we're here on this merchant screen, is there something wrong with me? I see like this kind of art style and I just get mad.
Yeah.
I think the getting mad part is just a you thing. I just don't care for like the visuals
like
in this
the
game.
Anime like cat girl stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't.
That's not my problem with that is like a problem that I have. It's like the most minor problem.
Okay.
Like
what is like
my
issue
problem with the visuals that like none of the visual feedback I find to be satisfying in any way.
We just could not get this one for some reason.
I was waiting for you because you were like starting to direct us, and then you'd stop.
Yeah, because
I'd be like, Ariel, what are we doing? I clipped like both you and Ariel. It's fine. But yeah, it was just. I'm just like waiting for you to say stuff.
We got
That's
it.
me.
We won. We beat the guy, and we all lost most of our health.
Okay, I wanted to touch on another thing. So beyond just being like raids, I see people in like Steam forums and shit, and I think you called it. It's like it takes stuff from bullet hells, right? I don't play bullet hells, but I know that for bullet hells, there's like a lot of bullshit on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah. This is.
I don't find that fun. I don't like any like that's just not cool to me personally.
I do enjoy those type of games like in short bursts. But at least the bullet hells I played, yeah, the TTK is like way faster, and there's like more variety of enemies happening faster.
So adding in the sort of endurance run of a raid mixed with a bullet hell is
It
like
makes my problems with, or not my problem, but it just makes it into a joy. What was an enjoyable experience to me, a less enjoyable experience.
Because this isn't like a typical like the enemy
you would have put
patterns.
this in an arcade.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Also, compared to like at least the bullet hells I see, it's like the bullet hellness of it is dumbed down.
Yeah.
I don't play bullet hells anyways.
No, like the type of stuff in this game is very like for like the hardest bullet hells, this would be like a pretty brain dead game.
Yeah. There's a reason why I avoid bullet hells. I've watched people play bullet hells. I think I've watched you play. And I
also,
just
a lot of games have like, I'd say, better weapon variety than in this game.
Yeah, but like attacking is simpler. You just hold down a button typically.
Yeah, but again, like.
Oh, is this like when you're
like that lets you can have more complicated patterns because your whole focus is on avoiding. Here you gotta keep up a decent rotation while avoiding things. I think that's the fun I have about it.
I guess hold on, we're talking about, you said the attacking here is simpler than in other bullet hells?
No, attacking here is more complicated.
Oh, okay. I thought I was like,
it's simpler than like something like Final Fantasy or like WoW, because you have those big fucking bars and shit.
I guess my thing is like with these.
Yeah, but they look cool when they happen. Oriel, none of this shit looks cool to me.
Yeah, I don't find the rotations interesting at all. Like, at least like execution wise, like bullet hells are much simpler in execution of these games. But again, with like the TTK and like in those games, like I feel like the different weapon types are immediately more noticeable. And this game, I'm technically doing different things in the rotations, but like I don't internalize that at all.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Because like the other one in bullet hells, you have like different weapon spreads and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and that's the part I find exciting about those games.
Yeah, if I remember, because I played Assassin a bit today. Like your rotation for that is mostly use your defensive to vanish, do your 3 to backstab, and then press your 1 to try to reset your defensive. If it doesn't reset by 5 seconds, you then press your 2, and then it resets, and then do it again, and then hit your 3. And that's the rotation of that. And like, compared to bullet hell, just press A. But again, it's not like a dig at that. I personally like the melding of it, right? I like having to keep track of things and look at my cooldowns and like internalize my rotation.
I never really looked at cooldowns. It was just, at least for Dancer.
Your Dancer, you reset a bunch. You just wait till it comes up.
Yeah, and whatever. And was it even for Druid? I feel like I didn't have to look at things, because I would put down the like dot around, and then I put down the pet, and then when they're gone, I just do it again.
Well, I guess that's like another thing for me, and like this is like a very me thing. I don't like cooldowns as a mechanic in general.
Yeah,
that's like I like gaining something. Which in this one you could argue, I guess, like these upgrades.
But you don't find cooldowns when you get something that reduces cooldowns cool? It's like, oh man, like 10 seconds turn 5 seconds.
If it was that dramatic, yes. But
some of them are dramatic, like, but it is, you got to get lucky to get them.
yeah,
so.
like I'm not doing anything different for that to happen. That's like luck in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I find them very arbitrary in pretty much every game that they're in.
For cooldowns.
Yeah, because like a meter, it's like, oh, I'm gaining something, and that's at least like a skill thing for me.
There was one game where we were playing. Was it Strangers of Paradise? Where I was like, oh yeah, like the magic ability is not cooldown. It's like
meter.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Anyways, I mean, I kind of agree. I do personally. I don't mind the cooldowns. I think they're cool. I think it's just because I like playing MMOs. So I didn't really have a problem with that for this game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm running out of things to talk about. It's only been 30 minutes.
Kenji, you can. I hate this fucking interface.
Everything's fucked now. We lost 30 minutes of footage, everybody.
Let's go. We get to talk about it again.
This will be the third Ario.
No, we would just upload. We would just upload it when we were playing this unedited,
Unedited.
raw audio, raw everything.
Oh wait, we can just like
Can we go back?
because we're missing the camera. That all that is really. So we can just
Oh, we would like have to dub over. Like we would just.
pantomime.
Yeah, we'd pantomime. Can we go into my? I just want to show. Like I did it. I got to the last boss. Please.
Just want to prove that you went to the last boss.
Yeah, I think
Which one it was?
that one. It looks white. It was like a white area.
Oh yeah, that's Pale Keep.
Are we in? Are we here?
I'm
Okay.
gonna see your build.
It'll show my build when I die.
I can see it down there.
Oh.
Elgi.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
What?
What is that?
What do you mean? I feel like I didn't get anything better.
Yeah.
You don't know the options I got.
From here, I'd probably pick the third one.
Nah. Because I'm thinking lightning bolt. Okay, well the percent chance for the reset it counts, right? The percent chance for resetting the third ability.
Oh, is that? Oh yeah, I didn't see lightning bolt. Yeah, that.
Oh, look at you. You're trying to. I know how to build fucking characters, jackass.
I don't. Personally, this isn't a me thing. I kind of just ignore like the loot weapons. I just like the things that make me better as opposed to like.
Oh, we can talk about the story like later, but let's just here. We could have Ariel critique my gameplay, I guess. By the way,
would this help you appreciate the game anyway?
No, definitely not. But let's like after game review. You know what I'm saying? Look how fast I'm moving too. By the way, this is the reason why I got so far. Do you see me? I'm zooming. Like I don't beat the boss, but you know whatever.
Yeah, you have your special up for quite a bit.
Shut up.
Yeah, there's one, and then
I've been using that watch. What are you gonna watch? Oh no, hold on, because I'm too busy. I'm too busy trying to avoid shit.
And then
Yeah, see?
you're in the right spot, and then it's up, and okay, yeah, that was pretty good.
Like I'm fucking paying attention for the most part. There's just too much bullshit on the damn screen.
Is there a reason why you're saving your defensive?
Yeah, for when I need to avoid something.
Gotcha, makes sense.
Because it's called the defensive for a reason.
Well, you know, Dancer is an offensive.
Well, you know.
They could call it like something.
I gotta be honest.
Ariel.
I died to something that I really wish I had the damn thing up.
That's not the right place to be.
What the fuck do you mean? Look.
Okay, so yeah, you avoided it.
Yeah, because I'm good.
You want to like hit. You wanted to go to the other direction, like the corner, like that.
No, but look. See, I'm so fast. I got out of it.
Yeah, I see. I see what you mean.
Look at me, bro. I'm doing well. By the way, I think I'm gonna do something funny. I'm gonna have to explain what I did.
Yeah, you're at the right spot. You're not the right spot.
Doesn't matter. I used Warcry.
Yeah, that's fair. That is not the right spot.
Shut up. Don't correct me. Though I asked for a game review. There's too much shit on the damn screen. Call it skill issue as much as you want. fuck. I got so because I didn't want to start recording, Oriel. I didn't want to start recording because I know I'm gonna fucking die to this damn boss. But I got so far into this run, I was like, I gotta have some kind of footage. I paused because I wanted to walk away. I wanted to walk away.
I guess while we're on the topic of having too much shit on the screen, I do find there are some readability issues for me in this game.
Same.
Those overlapping like glowies, I find very difficult to see. Like,
Yes.
what is the
Hold
difference between like pitch black and gray?
Yeah,
Especially when the backgrounds change.
Yeah.
Right,
It
and then you
becomes
gotta go in the
way
middle.
too difficult for me
All right,
to.
okay, yeah, that works.
I'm doing.
Yeah,
it.
you are just avoiding a lot of it by speed.
Yes.
Or it's almost like there's more than one way to play the game.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
fast
fair.
as fuck, and this is how I managed to even get this damn far, because I'm just fast. It's like every time I used X, it would give me a moderate boost in speed, and then a few other things I have. By the way, when I'm doing this, I didn't even see the damn bar up top
Oh,
because I'm like too busy trying to fucking avoid bullshit on the
I
screen.
think, some.
this is where you save your defenses.
And then I'm like, by the way, I understand that this is like I didn't read it properly. There was a boss earlier that said you cannot use your defensive. Remember?
Yeah,
And I thought that was the same because it says unavoidable.
yeah, okay.
So I'm like, okay, surely I can't use defensive. By the way, this is it. That's it. I avoided the first one because I used my defensive, blah blah blah. But you don't understand how much I wanted to break my fucking controller.
On that one, it showed like an X over the ability, but I guess you were like you didn't want to like, or not didn't want to, but like you're more focused on avoiding the things than looking at the ability. Here's where I think this is where I died, right? I think I lost you here.
Yeah, I had like my big straight away issue was like when it does like the overlapping glowing parts.
Like that.
No, like when it's like the line.
Oh, the two lines.
Yeah, like when they intersect. Sometimes I find it hard to tell the difference between pitch black and like when it's like further away and it's like kind of just gray or like slightly glowy.
Yeah.
That was my biggest one I had. The other one was the color one. Because it
Well, you
says
have to
match,
match colors?
Yeah, it says match colors, but it has a symbol also.
For
It does have
colorblind
a-
people.
it
Yeah,
does have a
but
symbol.
like, but it says match color, not match symbol.
Hey, he's colorblind. You can't be
If
like,
it just
oh,
said
this is
match,
for you.
If it just said match and it was the symbol by itself, then I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it ever switches the colors for the symbols.
No, I don't think so. I
So,
think
but
like I said, it is
but the
for
fact that it says match color specifically would make me think
something
that
you're gonna-
it would eventually do
it'll
that.
change it. It'll
And I'm
give
like,
you
oh,
the old
okay.
switcheroo.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And there was also during one boss fight that had that mechanic, there was some flavor text that it's like, oh, not the right color.
Why
not
does
the,
there need to be all this bullshit on the screen?
stuff like the pulsing? That's a bit much. Yeah, the
Yeah, that's it. That's just show like a ball attack, and not necessarily a thing that like a full line.
during the boss fight that had the color mechanic, there was some flavor text which confused me because I thought that flavor text was going to be important
Oh, I see what
to
you
what
mean.
I was doing
When
because
they
she
were
said like not the right shade of whatever color. I'm like, oh, it has to be that color, and then I started ignoring
Yeah.
the actual prompt to focus on what the person was saying.
Yeah, I think we're just attributing too much.
So I feel like just not having flavor text would be actually a benefit to this game mechanically.
Yeah, or like I can see
like-
what you mean because like sometimes
Because like, why have it? Because that's another thing I have to like
For the
that I will
story.
look
There-
at. But like, but if
Characterization.
it's not
Yeah,
actually
that's-
useful information, then don't have it there.
yeah, this isn't. There is.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
there's
for the-
characters to this game.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
other
story.
the other characters you have like little dialogue parts, but I think for the bosses, the only little flavor of like how they act is based on the flavor text.
Yeah, but don't say things that could pertain to mechanics.
Can I say what the fuck? That's a good point.
like if it's
Like,
not
why
gonna-
mention color?
if it's not actually
Yeah, why
going
mention
to
color?
yeah
She's an artist.
Yeah, but just don't say again, Ariel. She is saying contradictory information to the thing I'm trying to accomplish. Like, unless the game is trying to picture her as a liar,
I can see.
Then I can see like, okay, maybe the game's trying to trick me, and that would be that could be interesting, but it's not.
I can see Kenji's point. I didn't have that problem personally because I just didn't read the bullshit they were saying.
Because like also during that moment, it was like when I didn't understand the mechanic as well. Because it was the first time I encountered a boss. And because of how much stuff was happening.
Wait, can you save that thought? I just want to make a point. So you know how this fight, Ariel, it stops time and then it shows you, I guess, the future attacks.
Yeah.
Do you actually need? Because I feel like you could just react to the stuff that's at least on normal mode. You could definitely just react.
Yeah, on that one, you need to be at a specific position for the last attack, or else you get hit.
But for hard.
And yeah, this was hard.
No, that's what I'm saying. But even like normal mode, at least the time stop doesn't matter because you could just react.
Yeah, you can just react to it. You can just react to it.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So during that,
yeah, because it does the spin, and I need to be like, I need time to teleport to be at the top, but I didn't, and I got hit. I needed to be closer up.
What did they say?
I don't remember. Chat, pull up the VODs.
Now you're talking about how like someone was talking and it was like
talking about flavored text. And
I didn't understand the mechanic at the time because there's so many things happening on screen that I didn't even notice the symbol next to me.
Oh, is it still like match colors or?
Yeah, this is when it was introduced in that fight, and I was like, I didn't even notice that the symbol was actually. I didn't notice that there was a symbol at all.
Yeah, I'm assuming because the symbol had the color you needed to match.
There's a lot of stuff in this game that you just
I think having
won't read correctly, and I think that's part of getting better is to just read.
Why is there no audio indication for these things either?
It's mostly visual.
Yeah, but you could have like a jingle or an effect when like a specific mechanic comes up.
I know Dancer has a jingle whenever something resets.
Yeah,
but it's like the one. No, that's not what it sounds like at all. It's like a ding or like a little like chime, but
when something happens, when something procs, that's the general effect.
Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah.
It does have sound cues for like some of the stuff. For
some.
So yeah, for some.
Some.
Kenji, you locked Spell Sword. I like that class. While playing.
What do you mean, this is Kenji playing. This is Kenji's account.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Anyway. Can you go back to full screenos? All right, boys. Let's talk about the story.
Wait, I was gonna talk about readability.
So that was our conversation.
We can talk about the story.
Listen,
we can finish. Let's talk about the story first.
Okay, we're done with the story now.
Ariel, what happened?
Okay, I pulled up the wiki.
Okay, no, what happened in your experience of the game? What happened?
You know what?
Before we start discussing
let's each give our interpretations. You first.
Okay, there's like a rabbit queen or whatever. She's on the moon. She's very lonely.
That was the moon?
Yeah, that's the moon. You know, like Kaguya,
like moon goddess rabbits.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what that is.
It's also, typically in Eastern, Eastern Asian.
I'm not a spiritual. I was raised Catholic, but I ignored like 90% of everything.
Yeah, so this is a blasphemous game to you.
Yeah. Well, no, my family's Buddhist, Shinto, Catholic, so maybe not. I don't know.
Anyways,
okay. Anyways, continue.
This rabbit, she had like some form of authority. She was like a queen or something. She goes to the moon. She feels very lonely, and now things are happening, and you have to go to the moon rabbit and like be friends with her.
Crazy. Kenji, what is your interpretation?
I assume this is supposed to be some sort of classist story because there's people like talking down to you.
Oh yeah, because rabbits are like, it's a slur.
Yeah.
You filthy fucking rabbit. Go back to where you came from. Nobody wants you here.
And then the final boss, I had no idea what the fuck that was.
In my interpretation of this,
I had no idea what that was, and also I don't know why things reset when you lost.
When you're trying again, you just like you got knocked out, and then you gotta go through.
They don't acknowledge that.
To be fair, I don't think that like Dark Souls acknowledges like.
But they don't really talk.
Well, some characters talk, but they don't ever talk about why your things go back to where they were. This is the gameplay thing. In my interpretation, the guy who made this game is a huge weeb and saw about the and learned about the Shinto goddess of the moon or something, or even though no, the Shinto god of the moon is Tsukiyomi. It's not even a rabbit. Like the whole story of Kaguya, I think, is different. Anyway,
So you don't know either.
yeah, no, this is I don't know. It's some fucking rabbits, and they don't like whatever's on the moon or something. And then it's like you know what? Here's my interpretation. They're like, hey, this white bitch on the moon sucks, so we gotta kill her so that whoever gets to be on top is the next moon goddess. That's my interpretation.
All right, so
All right, wiki time.
let's see what the wiki says. Story. A few months ago, all contact with the Moonlit Kingdom was lost. Reports indicate that the city denizens attacked outsiders on site. Investigate expeditions are repelled or go missing. Colossal White Tower now manifested in the city center each night, stretching skyward towards the stars. Something must be done. The rabbits will take care of this. The night is short more swiftly. Because they can only go at night, Kenji. And when you get knocked out...
That's crazy. He just
Another
assaulted-
story discussion for today.
He just assaulted one of our cast members.
The fourth member.
That's crazy.
like the fourth smiling friend?
Okay. Yeah, that's our story discussion.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes, you were talking about readability.
Readability. It is a skill issue. I'd say, because like
I can admit to it. Like, sure, it's a skill issue.
like I think either it's like some of it's skill, some of it is personal.
And some of it's a little bit unnecessary. Personally.
Yeah.
I guess that is a discussion to be had, I guess, or a personality would be like, is that an interesting challenge? Because you
Yeah.
don't seem to find that enjoyable in any way.
No. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah,
It's just
outside of the things I said, I don't really have problems with the readability or like the challenge
I
of
don't like all the
readability
shit on
as
the
it's
screen.
presented. It's just I also don't find it that interesting. Like I get that's part of it, but like I would prefer to focus on the dexterity or the build aspect.
Yeah, I like hard games.
Or I feel like my attention being driven to that might be taking away from the other things. Because like in my case, I never noticed if my DPS
Yeah.
was really making a difference at all, or if I was changing my DPS at all.
Yeah.
You could say that's at the end. They show it at the end of your fight, but
To be honest,
because
you can skip in whatever.
yeah, I just like I find the whole thing so exhausting.
Tedious.
And not this part of it. The starting over is tedious. Like this part of it, I find it like very. There's a lot of stimuli going on.
Yeah, okay, so
and so I find it kind of like there's too many mental things happening.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, it's like I don't even notice. Like I'm looking at it, but I will forget it on the next screen, so it doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, so I do have a problem. I guess like part of the reason why I don't like all the bullshit on the screen is I don't want to say I'm overwhelmed, but I guess that's the word.
Yeah,
There's a lot of visual stuff, and
not overwhelmed in the sense I can't do it, but overwhelmed to like
I don't want to look at this anymore.
Yeah.
So like, and the reason, and then given how long the fights can be, after a time, I don't know how long, I just go, I don't like this anymore. Like I want to put down the controller.
If we gave it to like a really patient Gen Alpha, maybe they would enjoy this game.
I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, again, all these things are personal.
Yeah, I think
So-
because like, you know, I had
Subjective stuff.
I had these issues like, you know, when I was starting out too, and part of it is
You continued because there was enough to interest you.
Yeah, I just just wanted to get better. I just liked I
get
like
better
the
at-
process.
You can get a little better about a lot of things you can do. You
You
know,
can even get better at breathing.
I guess I said I like the process of getting better.
but it's not just that. There's things in this game that interest you enough.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can get better.
Because
About
like you could
a
have
lot
gotten
of
better
things.
at Darksiders
Like,
or
let's-
Ninja Gaiden and played those games into whatever difficulty.
I was gonna say let's play
It
tennis.
extends to-
I was gonna play like a sport game. Like, we can get better at sports. Like, we're not gonna do that because it doesn't have any interest. You're not interested in it.
Yeah, so when I suggested this game, I honestly thought like both of you could do a normal mode run.
I think I don't want to. First of all, that sounds like you are downplaying our gamer skills, which is insane.
No, I'm not saying that.
No. Listen. I think we could. It's just there's nothing about this game that interests me and Kenji enough to actually sit down. And
Yeah,
try.
that's the thing, right? Because I didn't think about that. I just thought about the challenge, and it's like, yeah, normal should be enough of a challenge but it shouldn't be like too much that you couldn't do it. I just didn't think that you just wouldn't want to do it. In my mind, that like didn't occur to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, Kenji. You think you could have done a normal run? Like, let's say again, like I got.
It might be like how I played Sifu, where it might have taken me like a month
Gotcha.
of just playing this game. I haven't played a Bullet Hell in like a long
Yeah.
time.
I mean, listen, I was close, and if I was interested in this game, I definitely could have. I don't want to say like, this podcast is like, playing games that we normally wouldn't. So I don't want to like exemplify my disinterest in this game because I gave it an earnest try. But yeah, towards the end, it was just very much like I want to get it over with.
Yeah, I think like for me, it was like the lack of feedback for me, like the lack of positive feedback, immediate positive feedback. To me, like I internalize that as negative feedback. Like you are playing the game wrong. Like the reason this takes like over a minute to kill this is not because that's how long it is because you are being bad.
Yeah.
Because like it just feels bad.
Yeah, I guess TTK wise, since like you're used to lower TTK for these type of games.
I'm
Yeah.
glad for this game because this is a very divisive game for us.
So really, between I don't know.
Well, there's only 3 people here.
Yeah.
So like, it's either we all disagree, which is like
That would be the most divisive if
yeah,
we
like
all
what
if we all disliked or liked something, but for completely different reasons.
it would be like because the like or dislike is a binary choice, and there's 3 of us. So I don't know how we all 3 could have different opinions.
I
on the
really
game.
love the story of this game.
I see. So I guess that would be
FF6 ain't got shit on this game.
that's.
You know what? I
Oriel?
agree.
Oh wow, that's
That's crazy.
that's crazy. Can we light up your TV? Why are we dark?
That's just auto dimming on HDR.
Oh, is it like you can't avoid that?
It's because most of the screen is static, so it thinks nothing's happening.
Oh, I see.
If I
But
turned
like
off HDR, it would fix it. But since we
No,
start
you don't.
recording in HDR,
Yeah, it's gonna be
it
weird.
might break it.
I see
So
what
I'm
you
just
mean.
gonna leave
So
it.
wait, if we like
They're
move,
not gonna see that.
if we move like a lot.
No, if I move this, so-
Yeah, it was like
or no.
oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
See, I don't know. It just I like. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like they're not gonna see that. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
No, I know. It's just for us.
We
because
look like crazy people just now.
I look. It looks kind of. What's the word I'm looking for? They're hard to see us. Why are you looking at me and you were laughing? You were smirking.
I don't think.
What do you mean?
I
No,
really
what do
don't
you
think
mean?
it matters.
No, what do you mean? You
No, that's
from
literally
what
it
I was
doesn't
saying.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't
I
matter.
mean, no, it's just I like looking at just. In
But
case
what
you
if
can,
it's
like-
dim? It doesn't make it fucking. Also, I noticed that the thing I was laughing at. I noticed that where it's completely tilted, but that might just be because the floor is tilted.
What?
Wait, the camera?
Yeah, like the corner is not straight at all.
Man, who cares?
This is the Tilted podcast. We talk about.
I'm tilted.
yeah.
Angela and I are tilted. This is to visualize that in
I
case
think
our discussion wasn't.
I
enough.
think your criticisms are valid. I think they're wrong. I think
You
people-
just said 2 contradictories.
Yeah.
Ariel's clearly not in his sane mind.
When you
we
say
should replace him with another host.
yes,
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, as you can see, like we will be voting in a new host in the next episode.
No!
He has just assaulted our
No!
fourth host.
I gotta fix my hair.
I part of me does just want to say that
Skill issue.
Get
over it.
like some of these
I think
complaints
that's valid. I
are
also think it's wrong.
stem from just
The game
not
just isn't
playing
made
it
for
as
people
much.
like us.
That's fair.
Like it's just fine, and it's fine. I am a proponent of certain games are fine if they're not made for everybody.
This is very much a niche.
I don't hate that this game exists, you know, and
Specifically, like
I
if you
do, 'cause
like
I had to play it.
if you like
Well,
FF14,
it's our fault.
I think specifically, this is mostly stem from FF14 and some Toho. I like if you like the combination of that, and apparently I did.
Yeah, I think I like FF14 in like not, I guess, the same reason as like I guess the majority of the fan base likes it, or like I don't know, like
I wouldn't say majority. I just said you don't.
they just don't really like anime.
Oh,
I think. Like I don't know. I get genuinely. I feel a little disconnected from like FF14 fans, personally. Like there's definitely some kind of weird, like we're not
something in the
seeing eye to
water,
eye.
man.
There's something in the water that I'm not getting. Like you gotta when you said, you know, I'm gonna keep this all in because I feel like our discussions are kind of running short. You said something about I said something like I don't want to stream FF14 or like I don't want to have that like I don't want to cultivate that community. And then you said like, oh yeah, you don't want to like bring FF14 players, and I went, yeah, but like, why?
Our non-existent comment section is gonna be like all 14 players.
For our Rabbit and Steel
I
discussion.
will fight them all.
Yes, for a Rabbit Steel discussion.
I will fight them all. I don't care.
They're gonna be like, oh, Rabbit and Steel, I love this game. That's why I'm playing FF14 and not this game.
That's why I'm playing FF14. You get cool mounts. You get cool armor
You get color palettes.
of ugly little.
Or I'm colorblind.
Anyway, yeah. It's I can admit that a lot of my problems with this game are all subjective, and so it's like it's hard for me to be like, oh, do this, and then it'll be a better game. I don't know. It'll be a better game for me, probably.
I don't think there's any single or arbitrary combination of things that this game could do to be a better game for me, rather just being a different game.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, it's like you just wouldn't want this game.
Yeah.
I think
So like,
if it was all big, burly men,
like these are Gears of War characters.
yes.
That would be
Maybe.
enough.
Yes.
Okay.
I just want men with bulging muscles
Yes,
sweating.
slathered in oil.
Yes.
But like not like oil.
But like not in a gay way.
Yeah, no, like oil like you use for cars.
Yeah, like mechanics. Like not in a
Like
gay
freedom oil.
Freedom
Yes.
oil.
Yeah.
like fossil fuels. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the art. I don't like the art direction. So that's just me. That's just me.
So what you're saying? I don't know what thought I just had. It's gone. Like I said. So what you're saying, and then by the time I finished that, I thought I was gonna think of something to say.
So what was your thought behind recommending this game for like what did you think would be interesting to discuss on here?
I legit just didn't think you would like dislike it as much.
I think
Like-
Ariel for me definitely thought because I like MMOs and raiding. I
Yeah,
think Ariel
freaking
would be
Angelo.
like-
Yeah, so
good
that's
enough.
where I go. I don't understand what you offer because like he knows I've played Bold Hills before, but it's not something I actively play. That's like the only experience I have with
didn't
anything remotely.
I didn't think you would have as much trouble. I think I would.
But like even if I were beat this game in like one sitting, you would think I would
I-
have something interesting, like something enjoyable in this game.
Well,
Like for me.
I would have thought you had something interesting to say because you hate this type of game.
No,
That's what I
that,
personally
you know,
for me.
the things like for me, it's so simple. I just don't find it satisfying.
Yeah.
And that's I feel like that's when it becomes not interesting because then it's
Well,
just
we can
like
talk about it because it's
no,
nice.
I talk about it, I'm saying more or less the same thing.
Yeah.
but just for the different aspects of the game.
Yeah, no, but we can go in depth about how your
Yeah.
hatred for this game.
Yeah, no, he says he doesn't.
That's the problem.
Hate it.
I don't actively hate the game
Why not?
because it's not doing
I don't
anything.
know, do I hate this game?
I think you hate
I
it more
think
than I
you-
do.
yeah,
that's
you
the thing.
just-
Because
you dislike
for
this
me,
game.
for me, it's
Henry
like
feels very
like for me, I don't feel anything. Like this game also will put me in a depressive mood.
I don't hate this game. It is okay for it to exist. I just want to stay away from
Like
it.
if it wasn't
personally.
for this podcast, this game exists would mean nothing to me.
It's just okay. It's very. I find it very strange your feelings towards this game. I understand it's like nothing.
It's like
I thought like yeah, it's either like I thought you'd beat it and like I thought you'd beat it and then it's like okay
Maybe he's like you get it over with ease like quick,
and then it's like because like I
but then
felt
what
like
would I discuss about that?
well, I feel like you talked a lot about how did you
'cause I-
have to scrape through the bottom of the barrel to have talking points?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, well, listen. I feel like I think a conversation can be had for things you don't like, and I feel like
if this game was overtly bad, I would have a more enjoyable time playing
I
it.
kind of get what Kenji's saying because we're just reaching an hour right now, and we had. I'm very clearly like.
I guess take this is not an example you guys would really understand,
Uh-huh.
but take something like Deadly Premonition, where the game is just bad. Like it's a bad
Yeah.
game, but there's at least one aspect that's really interesting,
Uh-huh.
and it's like, oh, I want to play this game despite the fact that it's bad.
I see.
If it was something like that, I feel like it would be more.
I think-
because there's no single aspect of this game that I find interesting.
yeah I'm
I'm
like foresee that.
I'm almost I'm almost what is it called, disconnecting, not disconnecting, but
yeah I just
kind
did
of-
not see that.
that's like the only
I
one
like
can think
legit
of.
didn't think
You know,
that you'd have
I'm
such
disassociating
fine.
with me playing the game.
I legit just didn't see like you have nothing.
Trying to
like I
keep
think
the peace.
if you like disliked it, there'd be talking points. And I honestly thought you would dislike it because like
so there
yeah
you go. I think maybe Ariel thought you would
yeah you like
feel maybe as strong as
Like-
I do personally.
yeah more like yeah it was like something to talk about more. But it's like you're just saying it's like oh yeah this game doesn't make me feel anything.
And you know what? I feel like we're all learning each other's tastes a little bit more. I think like maybe we all kind of knew you weren't liking this type of game, but like for it to just numb your emotions the way it did, it's just something we didn't know. But now we know.
In my justification, right, for that, because this was like a 20-30 hour game, like minimum, and like it was like you have to beat it. I think that'd be me, like Rabbit and Steel. Like if like I was recommend something Kenji didn't like, and like it was like 20 hours, I think that would be mean, right?
Yeah.
And I thought like you would be able to beat it quicker, and then like I noticed that you like couldn't get through it. It's like it's like okay, you got the gist of it. I'm not gonna keep making you play this game more that you clearly like you didn't like as much. So I think it was enough to talk about, right? Because it's like a game like this, like you don't need. Like I knew Kenji wasn't gonna like it, but I like.
You don't think it would numb his feelings like some sort of drug?
It kind of takes a lot for me to actively hate something.
Can I ask what games you actively hate?
I actively hate
Like it infuriates you. Like, just thinking
Vanguard,
about- oh really?
Call of Duty Vanguard.
Okay. We know
The
what
Platinum Ninja Turtles game.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact, that was the first game I ever refunded.
next. Yeah.
I would say that I would find that game probably more enjoyable than this, despite the fact that I hate it.
That's fun
But-
because it invokes feelings into you.
I at least like Ninja Turtles, like passively.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, the reason I hate that game is it wasn't the game that I thought it was when I bought it.
I see.
Those are the most recent two I can think of. Like I don't like. Generally, I try to avoid playing games that I know I would not like going in, let alone actively hate.
Okay, well, listen. I like that we played this game. I liked that, regardless of how little we can really say for us, except we don't like the game. No, personally, I feel like it invokes some strong feelings, like enough to have it.
Strong positive feelings.
I'm positive that we're getting this over.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the game can exist. It fills a niche for people. I'm glad that it exists for them. It's not something I want to touch anymore.
So we're getting a lunar mode clear, right? Me and you, Angelo?
I'm going to crash the car on our way home.
I'd win. Don't worry about
I
it.
guess my last thoughts on this game would be like, I would be interested to see this concept made by someone like the Vampire Survivors developers. The reason I
Okay.
say that is that is also a very simple game.
Yeah.
Like even simpler than this, I would argue.
Yeah, very much so.
But they
Love that game, bro.
They know how to.
They
give
know
the-
how to tickle the brain.
They know how to give the right stimuli that keeps
Yeah.
my attention going.
Yeah.
Even though I'm also brain dead while playing the game.
Yeah, but the
So
sound effects and the jingles
So-
and the killing
The idea of like something
tickles your brain.
with that type of aesthetic and like the sounds
What's the
and
Vampire
everything.
Survivors or the
Vampire Survivors,
uh-huh.
but in a game that would actually make me have to think about my decisions more, I feel like would be something I would enjoy.
That would
Potentially, I don't
Okay, I
know.
see, okay.
But I'm saying, like, in theory, I think I would like maybe this premise of not necessarily a bullet hell.
but like boss rush sort of
Yeah.
paying attention to the mechanics.
Yeah, I would say, like, that, the reason I say Vampire Survivors, like, I feel like that's not quite a bullet hell,
Yeah,
but, like,
not.
but it's like, but, like, you know, it's still similar. You're avoiding projectiles and discarding projectiles.
Yeah, I guess.
Because
at some point you just
Just stand still.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I love that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe a game like that
you avoid stuff in the beginning.
that wouldn't force that endpoint doesn't happen, and you just actually have to get better
but
at the
it's
game.
fun, isn't it?
No, that's like that is fun. But I'm saying
Yeah.
like this as like a different
I see
thing.
what you mean. Yeah. Okay. So I like Vampire Survivors. That's all I want to say. Yeah. Vampire Survivors is a good roguelike. I don't know if I would call this a good roguelike. I don't play a lot of roguelikes.
My only experience of roguelike or roguelites, I guess.
Is it roguelite or roguelike?
Roguelite is when it's dumbed down rogue.
Okay, makes sense. So roguelike is this game.
Yeah, I feel that would, or it'd be closer. I don't think it's the same genre as rogue.
Why are you
I've never
making
seen-
why are you making a
I've never
face?
seen rogue.
I always thought rogue. I wasn't aware. I always thought roguelite was like there was some
Rogue-like elements, but light.
it was like overarching progression because I thought roguelike was just
Where does rogue come from?
The game rogue,
the
which
game
I've never
Rogue.
played.
I see. I didn't.
Yeah.
I think I may have known that, but
I always assumed just because like rogue it was like a full start over each time.
Yeah.
Like nothing. There's like
That's what I
no
mean.
overarching.
That's what I mean by roguelite being a dumbed down version. That's like, oh, it's dumbed down in the sense that there is an overall progression.
Wait,
Oh,
so
okay.
is this game a roguelite then?
A roguelike. Because there is the only like forward progression is mostly like I
Wait,
don't
sorry.
know. I don't know if because you
Which is
have
the
the item
dumb down is roguelike?
light.
Oh, light is the dumb down.
Yeah. I
So
tried
which
to-
is this?
That's
This is a
so
roguelike.
normally I was gonna say roguelike, but with
Yeah,
the,
because there's
with the,
you can
the
unlock
item
item
box,
sets. Yeah.
with the item set progression, I don't know. It might be a roguelite, but
I wouldn't
closer to light.
say it changes things. I wouldn't say no. I don't know.
I hate video game genre terms.
It's very arbitrary,
Yeah.
and like many people use these terms interchangeably. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just how I've heard. the
I'm only
terms
just
used.
trying to like have like a real because we're on a podcast, so I'm like we should probably be
better
consistent.
define.
But look, it's a
is-
free for all. We can just say whatever the hell we
This
want.
is exactly like Rogue, completely. This
This
is
is my
Rogue
favorite.
2.
This
is
is my
Rogue 2.
favorite Strandlight game outside of Death Stranding.
Yeah. Anyways, so it's quite obvious that everyone really liked this game.
Yeah. That's my takeaway.
I don't really know how to end this. I got to be honest.
Let's talk about the next game.
Are we?
So I
guess-
still-
wait. Hold on.
What was that? What was that?
I don't know. Yeah, that's our discussion of Rabbit and Steel. Let us know your thoughts, installers.
I'm gonna
See,
say,
I'm still kind of saying it ironically because nobody's watching us. But if I keep doing
but
it,
then someone's gonna see it, like just randomly says like installers, that's cringe, and then leave.
no, but it is cringe.
Yeah, it is cringe. And
And
then,
we get comments, and then it's engagement.
I feel like they
Oh,
leave
damn.
before they say that's great.
I feel like they just say it's cringe like out loud and then
and
click
then-
off.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Anyway, so okay, we're done with our Rabbit and Steel discussion. Obviously, me and Kenji don't really think much of this game. Ariel really likes this game. That's cool. We're all
I have
different.
70 hours in this game.
We're all different people.
Yeah, we all
Different
have
tastes.
brain rot somewhere.
Yep, true. We all have brain rot somewhere. So that's
Like
it.
I have more hours in Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, and that's a game you can beat in 20 minutes.
I have like 20,000 hours in fucking Skyrim, and I hate that game. Anyway, so October's coming up, spooky season.
Yep.
So October's gonna be a weird month. I know all our fans are a little bit, just to prep you guys. It's
So, like,
it'll shake up the schedule a little bit. So we're gonna have one podcast episode,
One
for
normal
October. One
podcast.
normal podcast episode. You guys can look forward to a playthrough of a horror game called Faith Unholy
yeah.
Trinity.
we'll have a playthrough of Faith, which will be on the channel. We'll also have a smaller podcast as well at the end,
Oh, is it a smaller podcast?
or
at
just
the
like
end?
a discussion with it as
It'll,
well.
it'll be true. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to talk about Faith. So yeah, one normal podcast episode, and then
one
like
playthrough
a-
plus discussion.
Yeah, playthrough plus discussion. Do you want to separate that? I mean, we can talk about it. Do you want to separate, because obviously part two is going to be our last
I
one.
I would separate 2 and 3, like the chapters.
Yeah.
And then the discussion would be also a different video.
I see. Okay, we can do that. So we're gonna have a playthrough of Faith. That'll be up October, and throughout October we'll just have parts of that playthrough, and then we'll talk about Faith. Now, for our normal podcast episode, we're gonna do a horror game.
But the problem is this guy doesn't like horror
So-
games.
I don't like horror games. I like.
We're gonna have a horror game for October 31st. That'll be
for a Halloween episode.
for a Halloween episode. Right now, we have to kind of work around Ariel not playing horror games because he's a massive biatch.
I am. I'll admit it. I'm scaredy cat baby.
So right now we are in between two games. Resident Evil 4, because Ariel has played Resident Evil 4 before.
Yeah, I
Kind
played
of.
the original.
Kind
yeah,
of,
original.
yeah.
Kind
Is it
of.
complete?
He's played the.
No.
Can't break continuity.
Are you?
Yeah,
we're
we gotta
gonna
have 100% consistent shot.
I feel like this is getting more angled every second.
It probably is.
That's funny.
Do we want to fix it?
No.
Not now. Unless you want to make the jump cut more apparent.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just fix it. Let's just fix it. Shit. Listen. What did I say? Ariel is a massive biatch.
I played Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, to completion.
No.
I'm surprised you actually. It was going well. Listen, we had technical difficulties. The fucking.
Don't worry, the jump cut
OBS,
will make them
OBS.
to our video.
Oh my god, that's my stand.
Ariel is destroying the room. also.
Ariel is breaking my stuff. Listen, okay, we had technical difficulties. OBS stopped recording. What did I say? I said Ariel's a massive bitch. He's played Resident Evil 4. Oh yeah, so we are in between choosing Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space, which is like a slightly scarier Resident Evil 4 in space. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
So-
So I think it would be funny. Because what part did you stop in Resi 4 original?
I think I did. I think I did the town, like the first
So
town.
just the beginning.
Yeah, this.
Damn, brother.
Okay, so I think it'd be really funny if we did a coin flip between Resi 4 and Resi 4.
Oh, the.
Oh, you don't want to do Dead Space?
We could put that as the 0.1% if you want. Or we could do 1%.
Yeah, we can do 1%. Oh,
So between all.
now here's the thing. Any particular reason why?
Oh, I just thought Ari wouldn't finish Dead Space.
No, for
That is
Resi
true.
4 and Resi 4.
Oh, because I just want to have a coin flip.
I see. We can do that. I don't mind playing Resi 4 Classic or like old Resi 4. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ariel, any objections?
Oh, it got tilted again. Now the other way.
What is happening?
I did this.
Yo, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
Stand suck.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Phone's too heavy. No.
Probably. That's probably it. You know,
No,
like
no objections.
now, if it hits Dead Space, I think we're gonna have to make some.
Well, we're starting before October.
It's
so
it's getting worse. Wait, stop! Look at it! Look at it! It's actually gonna fall. What's this happening the entire podcast?
Yes.
What the fuck?
That's why we should have it.
Oh my
on
god!
the gameplay.
Everything's
Not-
so.
not-
This is so. This is so. This is so. Arnold's coughing. None of this is working.
It's fucking-
Oh my
I
god!
can't unscrew.
Wait, Kenji, what are you doing?
I can't unscrew. I can't undo this.
Jesus H.
It's gonna start rotating in a second now.
I know we gotta be quick.
Our mental state.
We
is
gotta
being
be quick.
reflected. Is being reflected on even.
Yeah, let's get
That
let's
masterful planning, Kenji.
let's pull up the shit wheel. So we gotta be we gotta be quick before the fucking the phone
Camera
starts
decides
to go crazy. Oh yeah, so look, all right, we got it on the screen. Resi 4. RE is remake, and Resi 4, not RE, is the classic. We have a 1% chance of hitting Dead Space remake. We're doing this for Ariel because
I'm baby.
he's a grown man. Anyway, let's spin.
Spin that wheel.
Damn. Fuck. All right, we're playing
Original
classic.
Resi 4.
I kind of don't mind. I kind of wanted to play remake because I haven't finished it.
I haven't. Yeah, it's a newer game.
But
Whatever.
I do want to ask why is it being an older game make you hesitant on playing it?
who, me or Ariel?
Oh, no,
Both, I guess.
I just wanted to play the new one.
Same. I've played
We
Resident
never,
Evil
even,
4.
we never even finished the old one.
I've finished
Yeah,
Resident
it's a newer game.
Yeah, but it's also different mechanically. If you
My
like what you played of the first one, why would you not want to finish it?
I liked what I played. It's like I wanted, I guess, the more modern experience.
I've finished Resident Evil 4 like 3 times, so that's why. That's why I kind of, and I didn't finish remake, and that's why I thought I was kind of looking forward. But whatevs. Are we done? I guess so.
Yeah. I gotta.
Did I say we are playing Resident Evil 4 Classic? Yeah, this is a little bit of a.
You gotta, and then it cuts.
Did you watch me? Did you watch the end of the last podcast?
No, I don't think I did.
I didn't cut it where you. I literally just waited. I did that and then.
Yeah, or whenever you do that on camera, that like no one's ever gonna actually cut it there.
Yeah. And then I wait until Kenji ends it. And I kind of usually keep that, like, the whole section. That's crazy.